Well, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and there's quite a story behind a beautiful new photograph taken here in Green Country. For the first time ever, the 5 living chiefs of the Osage Nation have been photographed together up on the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve outside of Pawhuska. And the man who took that lovely photo, Norris Streetman, he's from Tulsa. He joins us. Good morning, Norris. Thanks for being here. You know, they say, what a gorgeous picture. And the bison are back here. This must have been taken in the autumn because of the dry grass. This was taken when?
Yes, this was taken in October 28th.
All good pictures have a story behind them, and this obviously must have had one too. Just the logistics sometimes is quite a thing.
Oh, it was truly a miracle that this happened, because here, as I was talking to the chiefs about doing this photograph, they thought I was pretty much went off the deep end, because I wanted to put them right in the center of where the buffalo herd were. Well, no one has ever done that, and because you're dealing with wild animals. And so I said, trust me on this, we'll get it done. And finally, after 2 years of convincing everybody it could be done, and of course I worked hand in hand with the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve, and they were so instrumental in getting me into this position, because they have this buffalo roundup that's from October 22nd to the 30th. And so that's when we...
That's the window you had to shoot for.
Absolutely, we did. And
you have to hope for a lovely day. It looks like you had it with the blue sky up there.
That's right. But the thing that is about this shot was, this was not the original shot that I intended to take this picture at. And I had spent 2 weeks prior looking around for this particular shot. I went all over the 40,000 acres and finally found this shot. And then Harvey Payne, who is my liaison and one of the co-founders of the Tallgrass Prairie, he said, Norris, I got some good news and bad news. And I said, well, please tell me, you know. And anytime anybody says Norris, I remember my mother. When she says Norris, I always know something bad's going to happen. And so he said, well, you're going to be able to take a shot, but you're not going to be able to take a shot there. And so we worked around and we finally found this location. And here you bring the buffalo, the 3,000 head, into from a 40,000 acre tract to a 240 acre tract. So once we found out where this 240 acre tract was, then we moved. I went in there for about 3 days, walked every square inch of this place with my tripod, with my camera, taking probably about 1,200 shots before I finally found this shot I wanted to take.
And this represents how many years of Osage Nation leadership here?
Oh, this is back in the 80s to present day.
You've given this to the museum up in Pawhuska, right?
Yes.
Was that the whole point behind it, or was there another point behind it?
Well, you know, when I first decided to do this, I was working on a screenplay, and as you're working on a screenplay of the Osage murders of the 1920s, you have to look at probably thousands of photographs to kind of depict the costumes, the locations, and things like that. And I realized there wasn't a photograph like this ever done. And then I was reading, at the same time I was reading the book of the 5 living presidents. And so I said, you know, this shot needs to be done. And so that was kind of the premise of this from the film.
Norris, if people want to find out more about your work, how do they do that?
AbleBuzz.com.
Spell that.
A-B-L-E, Buzz, B-U-Z-Z.com.
All right. Norris, it's a beautiful work. Congratulations for getting it together, and we appreciate you coming in and sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate everything.